Hello, on to round number 28 in the Bundesliga. Take a look at last week's games and the upcoming matches, of course. And using the GoPro camera this time has had issues with the OBS not working there. Had some muting issues, different loading technical difficulties. So that wasn't really worth watching at all. So one way that does work is this particular way, but of course it takes longer to set up and load onto the computer there, and also don't get to interact with you in the live chat there. So a few things missed out on, but that's just the way it is, unless of course any of you can help me solve the issues, or if I can somehow figure out to solve the issues in the future, that's what it'll be like. So in last week's games, we had Hertha Berlin and Union Berlin playing a Berlin derby match, with Hertha Berlin 4-0 winners, with Epa Sevic 51st minute, Luke Bakio in the 52nd, Luna and Boyata also on the score sheet as well too. Werder Bremen got themselves a 1-0 victory against Freiburg, with Leonardo Bittencourt scoring at 19 minutes in, and Big Freddy got sent off 88 minutes in for them as well too. Paderborn and Hoffenheim shared the points, 1-1, 2 early goals scored in the first 10 minutes of the game, with Skoth and Subini on the score sheet. Dortmund got themselves a 2-0 victory over Wolfsburg, with Guerrero and Hakami on the score sheet. And Klaus 82nd minutes to get sent off for Wolfsburg. Leverkusen beat Monchengladbach 3-1, with Havertz scoring a brace, Bender scoring one as well too for Gladbach, Fulham on the score sheet. But unfortunately for them, they lost at home with the cardboard cutouts of 13,000 fans. They paid a bit of money to get themselves into a cardboard cutout into the stadium, as they couldn't be there themselves there, most of them with smiling faces, but they weren't able to somehow change the faces as they were losing the match at the end of the day. Bayern Munich managed to destroy Eintracht Frankfurt 5-2, with Goretzka 17 minutes in, Muller 43rd, Lewandowski 46 minutes in. Frankfurt did stage a bit of a comeback with Hintwiger 52nd and 55th minute goals, but Davies and Hintwiger getting a fake hat-trick, as he ended up getting an own goal to give Bayern Munich the 5th and decisive goal of the game. Augsburg defeated Schalke 3-0, with Lovren, Noel Joel, Samui Bazi and Cordova on the score sheet for them. Leipzig, as they've done before, defeating Mainz 5-0, with Timo Werner scoring an actual hat-trick, 3 goals for his own club. Also had Poulsen and Sabatizer on the score sheet as well too. And the final match was Koln against Dusseldorf, 2-2 draw on this one here, and it did seem it was going to be all 3 points for Dusseldorf, with Carmen and Tommy on the score sheet, but somehow in the dying minutes of the game, Koln scored 2 goals in the final couple of minutes, with Modest in the 88th and Cordoba in the 91st minute stoppage time equaliser for them. And how I got on with those predictions, it was just me and Roberto Hollis that managed to put some in there, so feel free to get involved and put your own predictions in this time, as I will get back into reviewing how you guys got on as well too. So with Roberto Hollis, he managed to get 4 correct out of 9. Those included Leipzig's victory over Gladbach, Werder Bremen's victory over Freiburg, also had Bayern Munich defeating Frankfurt, and Leipzig defeating Mainz. And it ended up defeating me, as I only managed to get 3 correct, with Koln and Dusseldorf drawing somehow, Bayern Munich winning, and also Dortmund winning as well too. So on to the next lot of games then. Starting off with Dortmund against Bayern Munich, the much anticipated match that is up and coming, as Dortmund's 4 points behind Bayern Munich, first against second. It's $3.50 for Dortmund, $1.80 for Bayern Munich, $4.20 for the draw, 23 wins Bayern Munich, 15 for Dortmund, 6 draws, Bayern 4 wins in the last 6, though the 2 wins for Dortmund are coming at their own home ground. So got to give it to them here. Desperately need to win this game to close the gap to 1 point and actually continue a serious title challenge. Otherwise Bayern Munich might end up winning away with it. So I'm going to go for a 2-1 victory for Dortmund in this game. Next match we have Werder Bremen against Monchengladbach. $1.72 for Gladbach, $4.20 for Werder Bremen, $3.75 for the draw. 12 wins for Gladbach, 8 wins for Bremen, and 8 draws in recent matches. Gladbach, with 6 wins and 2 draws in the past 8, favours them, so I'm going to go for them 2-0 winners. Frankfurt and Freiburg, $1.91 for Frankfurt, $3.50 for Freiburg, $3.50 for the draw. 6 wins each, 5 draws. Frankfurt 2 wins, 2 draws past 5 games, so completely split. So I'm going to go 1-1 draw. Next game we have Leverkusen against Wolfsburg. $1.67 for Leverkusen, $4.33 for the draw. For Wolfsburg, $3.75 for the draw. Leverkusen with the better of things there. 3 wins in the past 4 games, so I'm going to go 3-1 winners for them. Next game, Leipzig, huge favourites, $1.30 to $7.50 for Hertha Berlin, $5 for the draw. Leipzig past 4 game winners, so 4-0 winners for me here. Augsburg and Paderborn is next. Augsburg, $1.83, $3.75 for Paderborn, $3.50 for the draw. Augsburg, 5 wins, 2 draws past 8 games. Gonna go for an exciting 3-2 win for them. Union Berlin, $2.20, $3 for Mainz, $3.25 for the draw. Just the one match they played against each other in the past 15 or so years. 1-1 draw for me here. Hoffenheim and Koln, $2.25 for Hoffenheim, $2.80 for Koln, $3.40 for the draw. It's 4 wins in the past 5 games for Hoffenheim, and comfortable 3-0 winners for me here. Last match, Fortuna, Dusseldorf and Schalke. It's split, $2.50 each, $3.20 for the draw. Not too much to go on, so I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw to wrap up week 28 of my Bundesliga predictions. Feel free to get involved, put your own predictions down below. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, and I'll be back again in this format for week 29. Cheers.